guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I am doing some Dollar Tree DIYs for the spring. So if you want to see what I made, just keep on watching. So in the very beginning I showed you the items that you need for this project, which is a farmhouse style window frame. I think that's what you call it, but you guys will see at the end what I'm referring to. So I ended up buying 4 photo frames and pretty much did what I'm doing here. It's just painting them all this gray paint. I already had this paint, so you know, pretty much this whole project was like $5, but I just did some painting and just painted away. To give it more of a rustic look, I just took some sandpaper and just sanded different areas down, and you could see a little bit of the little bit of the black peeking through, but that's what I want because it is like a little rusticy farmhouse style. And you see me here taking some white paint and just lightly brushing it on the picture frame to give it a more, I guess, more rustic looking, if that's what you could call it. So it's just like brushing it up just a little bit, and I will show you a little closer view in just a few. So this part is a little bit tricky because E6000 doesn't really, I guess, dries fast. So I ended up using some glue gun just for it to stick together long enough for the E6000 to adhere to each other. But as you can see here, I was still keeping it, you know, tight together so that way the E6000 could dry up. It still didn't really dry up as fast as I thought it would, but this is the first time I've ever used this glue. And I did the same process with the other set of picture frames, and now I'm putting these two sets together to make a window frame.
This love ain't yours for the taking, and baby this heart can tell.
So I ended up using this wreath that I had for the fall, and I didn't mind, you know, just taking it all apart because I wasn't going to keep it for next year anyways. And this wreath is from the Dollar Tree. So I wanted to use this for that project instead of buying another wreath because, like I said, I didn't want to really keep this one. I just wanted the base of the wreath so I could add nice, pretty florals on it.
Love won't be what it has been, but baby our love was good before we lost the little loving that we had in the beginning. And baby now we know we gotta let go, don't need to hold on, cause relationship is built on trust, on pure love and love. And I hate that I admit we're at the breaking point.
So that's how the wreath looks like, and I think it came out pretty cute. And I ended up using some yarn, which is also from the Dollar Tree and just tied it around the picture frame so it could dangle.
Get it done. Face the breaking point. It doesn't matter how we do it, but the truth is so face the breaking point. And I don't care if I go down with it the way I see it, there's no point. Cause in the end it's only down to us. There's no love, no love. And I don't wanna admit we're at the breaking point. Don't need no battle scars. It's not a false alarm. Before it's breaking us, let's face the breaking.
So for my next project is some stackable books again. I did do this for the fall and I absolutely fell in love how I did my fall one. So I wanted to do a spring version one and I wanted to put it more farmhouse rustic-y look. So that is what I am doing here. You just grab hard books from the Dollar Tree and paint them. That's simple as that. So I am just painting every single book in this gray shade and eventually will end up just like I did to the frames. I will take some white paint and just lightly brush on the white to give it a rustic look.
She pulls the trigger and I'm just blown away downright. My mind's indifferent to know what's wrong or right.
So once they are all painted up, I just put them together. I did use some hot glue gun and E6000 so it can give a little bit more sturdy firm so they don't fall apart. Although if you don't have E6000, you could easily just use regular glue and it will still just be fine. I just want it to be extra secured.
Down. Just a little bit of you and I go by to make things right. I know you see me through, baby. I just want you badly now. Everything I feel is shown. There's nowhere I can hide. I can see myself falling, crashing down. I'm 99 above all the love that we've got. I'm 99.5. All the love that we've got, 99.5. Of all the love that we've got, I'm trying to calm down and get you real up high.
So once I was done lightly brushing on the white paint, I ended up just taking some more sandpaper and just sanding it down to give it a more rustic look.
I think I'm losing my grip. Oh, I'm trying to hold on. Gotta keep on keeping on, cause I'm weighing us down. Just a little bit of you and I go by to make things right. I know you see me through, baby. I just want you badly now.
So this is how it looks like, all painted, all sandpapered down, but I didn't want to just keep it plain like that, so I took some more of this yarn from the Dollar Tree and just pretty much wrapped it around the book.
Of all the love that we've got, 99.5. Of all the love that we've got, tell me that you're gonna be there all the way. Tell me that you're gonna be there all the way. It's even out the odds, it's not rational, baby. In the wrinkles of your.
So I really didn't want to keep it plain, so what I did was take some paper that had like little design patterns, and this is from Michael's. I bought this like a year and a half ago. So what I did was just pretty much ripped off the design off the actual paper just to have it more, I guess, thinner, because that piece of paper was pretty thick, so I don't want like too thick. So I just ended up just taking the little bit of the corner off and just rip it off. So what I did now was just pretty much taking some Mod Podge and I watered it down just a little bit so it could go, you know, along the way, and I just Mod Podge this piece of paper pattern just all randomly and just kept Mod Podging away. That's as simple as I could really describe what I am doing.
I'm 99.5. I'm 99.5.
Why don't you get it by now? Tell me what you learned in grade school. Give it to me like you want it. Did you forget that golden rule? Why is our love at one-sided? It should really be give and take. Fill you up and leave me empty. Baby, was that my mistake? Covering these feelings, going through changes. I'm just so mad right now, I can't even think straight. So I'ma just tweet it and delete it, knowing you won't read it. Before we get too far away, I need to clear my mind. I'd rather just tweet it and delete it before we cross the line and we reach a point we can't rewind. Rewind.
And once again, I am with my sandpaper and just sanding it down so I could give it even more rustic look. And I wanted to give a little extra cuteness to it, so I ended up just making a cute little bow and just hot gluing it on the book.
And then no one could tell the difference between me and you, babe. Watching from a distance, hiding these feelings, going through changes. I'm just so mad, but now it's at my own expense. So I'ma just tweet it and delete it, knowing you won't read it. Before we get too far away, I need to clear my mind. I'd rather just tweet it and delete it before we cross the line and we reach a point we can't.
So this was actually my hardest project. I wanted to do like a floral, I don't know what I could really call it, but it still ended up coming out pretty cute. So what did I do? I just took the love each moment little signs from the Dollar Tree for Valentine's Day. I just ended up needing actually one. And what you can see me here doing is cutting it apart. It was a little bit difficult, honestly. I could have done it better, but this is my first time ever using a knife like that, so bear with me. So what I did here is just pretty much breaking it all apart and sanding down the glitter part, because you can see here the love each moment, it's all filled with glitter. So I ended up just sanding it all down and sanding it all the edges so it's not that sharp. I shouldn't really say sharp, I meant like really rough edges, so I sanded it down. You see me here just making sure those glass containers will fit on one little board, and it did. So that's why I just ended up using one frame. And then I realized that I need sides, so I took another piece of this board and just pretty much cut out the sides and doing what I did the first board. So just sanded it all down so it could be nice and smooth. And some more painting. So what I did was paint. So that's what I just did from both sides. I just painted it white, and just like the other project, this time I put a light brush of gray just to give it more of a rustic farmhouse style.
I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand.
So you see me here, I am just literally just hot gluing all the pieces all together.
Romantic dream at midnight, so hard to please. know. Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when
So I needed to do some more touch up of paint just right here because you can still see the brown, and I do not like the brown showing. And honestly guys, I was really expecting this little box to come out better, but for what, you know, for what I paid, it pretty came out pretty good honestly. And like I stated before, I am just taking some gray paint and just lightly painting it, and you'll see in just a few seconds that I will do some more sandpapering down. Y'all, like, the sandpaper was my best friend this all these projects.
how I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby, ooh. Think about the stuff we planned. How I'd rather do that instead.
So this ribbon is actually from Michael's, but I'm pretty sure you could find this type of ribbon at the Dollar Tree, but I already had it, so there was no purpose for me to buying a more ribbon. So I ended up just using this ribbon, and I just hot glue gunned it all around the top edge.
How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby.
So I didn't want to keep it so plain, so I ended up making another bow.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I.
So I used these glass containers, and to make it more sturdy, I ended up just hot gluing it right in the box, and then just added some florals from the Dollar Tree. And honestly guys, I thought this came out pretty cute, and I'm very proud of myself. But that is it guys, this is it for my DIYs from Dollar Tree. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Remember, if you guys are new here, please make sure to subscribe, hit that bell to get notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.